Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, positioning and promoting Luxembourg ICT sector used to be a challenge 10 years ago. When America Online decided to set up their office in Luxembourg in 2002, the government asked AOL to develop more than a mere headquarter function in Luxembourg and to put physical substance like technical infrastructure into Luxembourg. At that time, AOL and later Amazon told us that our connectivity infrastructure was very poor and data centers did simply not exist. So no way to consider investing in infrastructure for these companies. Since then, the situation has dramatically changed, in a positive sense, of course. Through numerous public and private initiatives, and I will come back to them later, Luxembourg has developed strong assets in the last 8 years, thus considerably improving IT connectivity and infrastructure and implementing a favorable legal and regulatory environment. But you may ask yourself, who are those companies who decide to locate their European business activity in Luxembourg? I see two main sectors of activities. The first is the sector linked to Luxembourg being a trusted hub for secure data processing. The financial sector, international companies with subsidiaries having important ICT needs, rely on highly secured infrastructures for their cloud business, like Tier 4 data centers with very strict requirements. So it is important for those companies to have confidence in the storage of their data in the cloud, and Luxembourg has to provide this confidence at all levels, at infrastructure, at the level of the regulatory environment, etc. The second category of companies are those who are looking for a platform in Europe to distribute digital content, be it music, video, books, or games. In the framework of those two sectors, different linked activities have emerged, such as electronic data archiving and management, online selling platforms, communication services, cloud services, electronic payment systems, and general IT support services. Why do those companies choose Luxembourg? Well, there is not one single reason, but the reasons are manifold, and each company has its own specific reason why they locate their e-business in Luxembourg. Without being exhaustive, some of these reasons, amongst others, are favorable legal and regulatory environment, technical expertise, know-how from the financial sector, workforce and skills, and of course, the overall quality of life. One of the most important factors, however, who triggered the development of ICT sector, now already a couple of years ago, is the availability of state-of-the-art infrastructure. As I stated in my introduction, the government has worked very hard on these issues. Today, multiple new high-capacity networks connecting Luxembourg to major hubs in Europe are available, and numerous international operators provide state-of-the-art connectivity to European networks. Many carriers like Verizon, Call, Telnet, Inaxio, Hibernia, Atlantic, Segecom, LuxConnect, and TerraLink have expanded their international fiber connections from and to Luxembourg. And as a result, all the major data centers in Europe, as well as the internet exchange platforms, have now direct links with Luxembourg. Latency rates, the speed how fast data travel from one place to another and back, have improved substantially, about only 4 milliseconds to Brussels or Frankfurt. A physical central location in Europe is important to guarantee these excellent rates. Latency is important for attracting projects in all speed-sensitive applications, as for instance algorithm trading, online gaming, or real-time applications. Competition through the creation of new networks has allowed to drop the prices for connectivity and position Luxembourg as an attractive player in the e-business market. It is the government's ambition that Luxembourg takes the lead in Europe by an ambitious rollout of ultra-high bandwidth all over the country. Since September 2011, fiber to the home is commercialized in Luxembourg. Excellent data centers offers exist in Luxembourg, and 20 data centers are now operational in this country. Last week, we were celebrating the inauguration of a new data center in Bedstof, rendering the total IT space in Luxembourg and more than 4,000 square meters. And I'm proud to say that we outperform a city like Brussels. Energy prices for data centers, the biggest part of the operating costs of a data center, compare very favorably thanks to the classification of data center operation in the same category as industrial activities. According to my experience, the promotion of the ICT sector is founded on the consolidation of existing assets and the creation of new ones. In that respect, a particular focus should be given to the legal and regulatory framework, the security and proactive promotion of the ICT sector. This is of key importance to generate confidence and trust in the mind of the operators on the market. Starting with the law on e-commerce and distance marketing in 2000, today my ministry is implementing a new legislation on e-archiving. The aim remains to satisfy the demanding needs of the companies and the operators, providing a secure, predictable and strict legal environment. Creating a framework for e-invoicing and enhancing confidence for cloud computing will be challenges ahead we will have to address and to solve in order to take advantage of the development of new high value-added activities in the future. Luxembourg is the first EU country to propose rules for the separation of the ownership of the data and the physical servers in case of bankruptcy procedure, with the idea to stimulate confidence of the users of the cloud services. Speaking about confidence and security, I have taken consistently measures in order to help companies, and in particular small and medium-sized companies, to increase their IT security and to make them sensitive to the risks and opportunities of IT security. The Computer Incident Response Center Luxembourg, founded by my ministry in 2007, has as main objective to create an exchange platform and expertise in the area of IT security at the national and international level. Through tight collaboration between the Ministry of the Economy and Foreign Trade and the industry, the aim is to better inform the private sector about potential emerging security hazards. The creation of SMILE, GIE and the CASES, Cyber World Awareness and Security Enhancement Structure, allowed to strengthen and improve the market for security and inform users about security information systems. E-learning platforms and the creation of a trust label allow for a better assessment of the security policies implemented by SMEs. In order to successfully diversify the IT economy, RD&I must be strongly geared towards this sector. As well at the level of public research, as well as through the support by my ministry of many private research projects in the IT sector, the government continues to proactively support RD&I for the ICT companies. Not to forget the important role in this respect of the Interdisciplinary Center for Security, Reliability and Trust, and the Research Unit Laboratory for Algorithmics, Cryptology and Security at University of Luxembourg. Some companies decide also to locate their e-business in Luxembourg for VAT reasons. Luxembourg VAT rate applies to electronic services delivered through the internet. It is true the country of origin rule will only apply until 2015. However, even after 2015, we do not have to expect a negative impact on Luxembourg IT companies, as they will find the same VAT rules in Luxembourg as in the rest of the EU and have no reason to leave Luxembourg. I would also like to raise the issue of the necessity to promote renewable energy and green IT. The government, together with the private sector, continuously stresses the importance to develop energy-saving schemes and put in place investments taking advantage of the use of renewable energies. My ministry will closely look at such projects and, in line with EU legislation, support such investments in sound use of energy efficiency projects and an increased use of renewable energy sources. Promoting Luxembourg as an ICT location has become today much easier as it was 10 years ago, as the basics have improved considerably and new opportunities are arising in new areas of development. The government will continue to promote Luxembourg as a key location for ICT companies. the numerous IT companies present today and still in the pipeline shows that we are on the right track, and we will further improve legislation, infrastructure, simplify procedures, and provide fiscal and financial instruments to allow e-business and cloud computing to prosper and grow. I thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you.